Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. After 12 hours of marathon research operation on Sunday, the official of CBI probing the case of financial irregularities at the state-run RG Kar Medical College and Hospital in Kolkata ultimately came out of residence of the institution. Former controversial principal Sandeep Ghosh was a CBI official were seen coming out of the residence of Ghosh at Palia Ghata in central Kolkata, carrying piles of documents which they reportedly seized from there at around 8:50 p.m. They were tight-lipped about the result. However, sources aware of the development said that during the search operation, member of CBI team conducted a simultaneous interrogation of Ghosh. AIMIM chief and MP Assaduddin Owaisi has responded to the ongoing Hydra demolition in the city, questioning the state government if they would demolish government office built on a full tank level area. Speaking to the reporters here on Sunday, August 25th, Owaisi asked if the Congress government would demolish government office built at Hussain Sagar. Will the government that is demolishing building in the FTL also demolish those built at Hussain Sagar? Will they demolish Necklace Road? He asked. According to OSC, GHMC is allegedly built on a water pound. Will the government demolish the GHMC building? He asked. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday said on his monthly radio broadcast Man Ki Baat that the country can never forget the Chandrayaan-3 achievement and the scientific development are happening because of the collective efforts of the people. The Prime Minister said a lot is happening in the 21st century India, which is strengthening the foundation of a developed nation. For example, 23rd August, the country celebrated the first National Space Day. I'm sure that all of you must have celebrated this day. Once again, you all must have celebrated the success of Chandrayaan-3. Last year on this day, Chandrayaan-3 successfully landed at Shiv Shakti point on the southern part of the moon. India became the first country in the world to achieve the feat, said PM Modi. Rupees 700 crore modernization project for Secunderabad railway station is on track for completion by 2026 with 25% of the work already finished. Minister of State for Railway Food Processing Industry Navneet Sindhu Bitu stated on Saturday, August 24 during a press conference at the station. He said that the project initiated by PM Narendra Modi aims to provide world-class amenity featuring a modern design that harmonizes traditional elements with contemporary architecture similar to airport standard. Ministry of State for Railway Food Processing Industry Navneet Singh commended the South Central Railway team for the shift process and dedication to meeting the project timeline. As the Ganesh festival approaches, Hyderabad police have issued several regulatory measures between September 7th and September 17th to maintain peace and public order. In the notification, Hyderabad police said individuals responsible for installing Ganesh must secure prior police clearance before setting up mandals and initiating the immersion processes. Clearance applications, including NOC from property owners and verified electrical connections by TGS-PDCL, must be submitted through the official police website by September 6th. Use of loudspeaker will be strictly regulated, allowing only 2 box type speaker per pandal. Additionally, both the organizer and the dealer supplying the equipment must be secure police clearance. Hyderabad police also instructed organizers to maintain a noise level within permissible limit and no loudspeaker or public address system are allowed between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. following the Supreme Court guidelines. Telangana Chief Minister A. Ramesh Reddy on Sunday, August 25th, launched an anti-drug addiction campaign stating that he aims to make the state drug-free. He added that the Telangana Anti-Narcotic Bureau has been formed for that purpose and that it is his goal to eradicate drugs from Telangana. Speaking at an event, Telangana Chief Minister said the anti-drug and anti-suicide drive for pharma has motivated our government. Hence, pharma loan worth rupees 61,000 crore were waived off. Look at what happened in Punjab, stated Revanth Reddy with regard to the abuse of drugs in the northwest Indian state. Addressing a gathering at Shanti Sarovar, Reddy said 20 years ago, DAS was established based on the one in Mount Abu. At that time, Gachibowli was a remote era. It has grown rapidly in the last 2 decades. In this one side, an ISB and Wipro on the other side. The Shanti Sarovar is a blessing for Hyderabad. It is essential to establish peace and organization now has played central role, Reddy said. Road widening work are going on in full swing on Bandalguda Cross Road to Errakunta Road, which is being widened into 100 feet road stretch. GHMC has identified 125 properties for road widening and several properties have already been demolished and the remaining will be demolished soon. Road widening was necessitated following the growth in traffic volumes on the road that connects Pahadi Sharif, Shaheen Nagar with Aramkha, Rajendra Nagar and Bahadurpura. TRS MLA T. Harish Rao on Sunday, August 25th, alleged that the Congress government is using the Hyderabad Disaster Response and Assess Monitoring and Protection Agency for its political vendetta. He said that the agency was supposed to address the urban planning issues that are being used to target opposition leaders, specifically those from the BRS party, under the guise of enforcing the law. Rao accused Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy of indulging in diversion politics and undermining the opposition. Siddipet MLA reasons that the Congress is trying to coerce opposition leader into joining the party. Addressing a press conference at the BRS Bhavan, Rao said the Hydra is acting as an extrajudicial authority, demolishing properties without prior notice. Government of Telangana will establish a sports university next academy year with an aim to produce a sports person who can win Olympic medal. Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy on Sunday he announced that the sports university would rope in international coaches to train the athletes. The Chief Minister was speaking at the concluding program of the NMDC Hyderabad Marathon at Gachibowli Stadium. The Chief Minister said Young India Sports University have planned on the line of Young India Skill University established recently to provide skill to youth in various sectors. As protest against the brutal rape and murder of a woman doctor at Archie Medical College and Hospital continued in Kolkata and other places across the state, Ganesh Puja Committee have decided to shun all pomps during the celebration this year. One such organizer said the theme of his pandal will be the battle against rape. Traffic police here has booked 4,056 motorists for drunken driving in last 23 days, with 65 drunk drivers being sent to jail on a single day. On August 12, total fine of 76,43,700 was also imposed by the court on violator during the period. Hyderabad Traffic Police also informed the media that 3,495 charge sheets have been filed in various courts and the same have been disposed of. Telangana Health Minister Damodar Raja Narasimha said that there were no dengue cases reported in the state so far. His statement comes a day after senior BRS leader and former Health Minister Harish Rao alleged that 5 dengue deaths were reported on a single day this week. He demanded the state government to provide ₹1 lakh compensation to the family of the victim. While speaking on the media on Sunday, August 24th, Narasimha stressed that fake dengue deaths have been reported from various districts, including one each from Hanmakonda, Nagarkalgund, Rangareddy, Kamareddy and Siddipet, while 2 reported from Mahbubabad. Health Minister Damodar Raj Narasimha stated that over 60,532 samples were collected, among which there were 4,459 confirmed dengue cases, representing a positivity rate of 7.01%. Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu on Sunday held a meeting with the leaders of his Telugu Desam party in Telangana as a part of his effort to reactivate the party in the state. Naidu, who is also the TDP national president, met the party Telangana leader at NTR Trust Bhavan, the party state headquarters here, and discussed his plans to activate and strengthen the TDP in Telangana and strategy to be adopted in the local body elections. He asked the party leaders to focus on the enrollment of party members. He gave an assurance that those who work hard of the party will be given the priority. The Hydra Disaster Response and Assess Monitoring Agency has reclaimed 43.94 acres of encroached land within the ORR limit in just 3 months. In this inception, Hydra Commissioner A.V. Ranganath has submitted a detailed report to the Telangana state government, which revealed that the Hydra enforcement team have demolished 18 properties within the ORR limits. A new look Gachibowli Athletic Stadium in the historic city of Hyderabad will welcome the player and spectators alike as three national intercontinental cup kicks off on September Third, international football has returned to Gachibowli thanks to the initiative taken by the All India Football Federation President Kalyan Chope and Chief Minister of Telangana Revent Reddy. The CM, a huge sports lover, extended all the necessary help for the successful conduct of the Intercontinental Cup. The government of Telangana has so far spent more than 50 crores to uplift the facility of the Gachibowli Stadium on the eve of the Intercontinental Cup. Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy on Sunday drew upon the teaching of Lord Krishna as he defended the demolition of a convention center co-owned by Telugu superstar Nagarjuna Reddy. Reddy said his government would not spare those who encroach upon leaks and crack down on such activities even if they are influential in society. Speaking at an event organized by the Hare Krishna movement, Reddy said he would follow the preaching of Lord Krishna, which proclaim that for the God of the people, one should follow dharma in order to defeat adharma through a fight. Several cases of viral infection have led to Nirofol Hospital seeing about 10 children dying almost daily since the beginning of the month. The pediatric emergency outpatient section of the hospital to find long queues of restless parents who were desperate to get their lying children with a high fever, blister-ridden skin, and incessant cough admitted to the hospital. Doctors said that the viral load was just beginning and would only peak in future. We are seeing nearly 100 admissions daily, and it just August. It will peak by October. Dr. Gaurav Kumar, he added that unattended viral fevers were leading to seizure and death. We are seeking 10 to 15 deaths every day this season. This is also because of a lot of bad cases come our way of patients who are in a critical state after treatment at the private hospital failed, he said. Deputy Chief Minister Mandu Bhatti Vikramarkar on Saturday asked the centre to restructure the loan raised by various corporations of the state and special purpose vehicle through off-budget borrowing. Vikramarkar called on Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in Delhi and broached the subject of the loan raised by the state government via SPV through OBB to fund a crucial irrigation project and drinking water scheme. Loan totaling rupees 31,795 crore from institutions like the Power Finance Corporation and Rural Electrification Corporation carry high interest rate 10.75% to 11.25%. Vikramarkar told Sitharaman that the repayment burden had caused a significant financial strain on the state and requested her support in instructing financial institutions to restructure this loan to align the repayment term with Telangana financial capacity and ensuring sustainability depth management. Hundreds of farmers from Nizamabad, Armoor and Balkonda staged a Rasta Roko on National Highway 44 at Mamidipalli crossroad near Armoor on Saturday, demanding 2 lakhs crop loan waiver the Congress had promised in the run up to the state election. The protest was held under the aegis of the Joint Action Committee of Farmer, and at least 2 members from each household was asked to participate in it. Police personnel were forced to divert vehicular traffic onto the Armoor Hyderabad road near Mamidipalli. After a gap of nearly 2 years, a tiger was sighted in the Kaval Tiger Reserve in Telangana. Forest Department official noticed that the big cat was moving in the Janaram division. Soon after its movement was recorded, the official had set up CCTV camera trap to record and trail the big cat. The pug marks of the tiger were recorded. The beat officials and animal trackers are monitoring its movement, said District Forest Officer Ashish Singh. All efforts were made to ensure safety of the tiger and its stay in the tiger reserve, he added. Indian Muslim Personal Law Board President Maulana Khalid Hafizullah Saifullah Rahmani and Member of Parliament from Hyderabad Southern OCC on Saturday, Telangana Chief Minister Hemant Reddy discussed Waqf Bill 2024. Owaisi said it was a decision of the AIMPLB to reach out to Chief Minister of Secular Party and explain to them the harmful effect of the Waqf Bill. We explained to the CM that the bill would badly affect the freedom of religion and Muslim personal law, among other issues. We spoke to him about how the bill does away with the Waqf by user and changes Waqf Alal Awlad, and also of the introduction of non-Muslim members in state Waqf board. Indian government is investigating a messaging app Telegram over concern that it is being used for activities such as extortion and gambling. Money Control reported the probe would potentially lead to a ban on app depending on the finding it's added. The investigation is being conducted by the Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center under the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Electronic and Information Technology. As Indian authorities are probing Telegram over extortion and gambling concern. The investigation could result in a ban led by 14C under MHA and MeTY. Watch the channel, press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.